touted as one of the biggest landmark reforms in India, something that the government has been waiting for, and there have been so many consultations. Yes, GST is all set to be launched tonight, and all eyes are on how this GST is going to work in different parts of the country. Even as the government plans to host a mega launch event, politics over the GST session has only intensified further. Opposition parties including Congress, DMK and TMC will be boycotting the event. All this despite Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's appeal to opposition parties to not indulge in politics over GST launch. Interestingly, JDU has decided to break away from the Gathbandhan stand on this issue, and Nitish Kumar will be attending the midnight event. Meanwhile, Mamata Banerjee, who called the GST an epic blunder, has criticized the law again. She said that she will continue to speak out against subversion of democracy, even calling the government totalitarian. Even DMK has lashed out at the centre's GST regime, calling it a propaganda and publicity stunt. Take a look at the reactions coming on GST.
सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि जीएसटी के लागू होने से न केवल एक नया अध्याय आर्थिक दृष्टि से जुड़ रहा है, बल्कि भारत के इतिहास में 70 वर्षों में पहली बार एक ऐसा प्रावधान आ रहा है जिसमें सचमुच भारत के प्रजातंत्र में फेडरल.
It appears that JDU has parted ways with the Grand Alliance on yet another issue. JDU has confirmed that they will attend the mega launch event of the GST on 30th midnight. So they are going to be part of this party that's going to be happening tonight. In fact, JDU has gone a step further in snubbing the Congress, as Nitish Kumar is all set to arrive in Delhi today to attend the GST session. He will be attending with the session along with JDU MPs. The move comes even as the TMC, the Left and the DMK have made it clear that they would not be attending the session. Remember, JDU and Grand Alliance had already clashed over Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's support to Ramnath Kovind. Well, let's take a look at this report filed by my colleague Devina on how GST is going to impact you and me. How it's going to impact our everyday life, be it on grocery front or furniture or electronic products. Take a look at this report by Devina.
The countdown to GST has begun, and so I'm out with my shopping basket here in Indirapuram in this departmental store of AB Marsh, and we're trying to figure out what goes expensive, what goes cheaper in this shopping basket. With me is Priyajit Ghosh, who's partner indirect tax with KPMG India. Priyajit, thanks for taking out time for our little shopping here.
Yeah, even I'm excited about it. Let's see what we have.
Usually I do this shopping alone, but for soaps, if I have to buy a soap, now, after GST, before GST, what is the impact on soaps?
So good news on soap, because soap is getting at 18%. Today you're paying almost 23-24% of tax, so possibly good news on GST.
Let's see if the shampoos get cheaper or more expensive. What happens to the shampoos?
The shampoo is getting marginally expensive, almost about 2 to 3% expensive.
Now, if we talk about oil right now, Priyajit, what happens to oil? 5%?
Yes, 5%. And the government has made a little concession on this. And this is going to be cheaper. And this is something that we'll all consume more than what you've got right now. So this is a good news, and then possibly lighter on your pocket.
Okay, lighter on my pocket, heavier on the basket. No worries there. I'm happy at least something is cheaper for daily use. And rice? What about rice?
Yes, so rice, the branded ones gets expensive a little bit, 5%. We don't have tax today. But it's not going to be expensive by 5% because there'll be some input tax credit. So expect about 2% rise in the price.
2% rise on rice?
Yes, 2% rise.
And atta I can see here, but here is the catch. It's an unbranded atta. And we do know that cereals and wheat has been exempted from GST. So good news here?
Yes, again good news. No impact on the atta. You pay as much as you're paying before GST.
All right, my monthly shopping, it seems, is getting done right away with this show as well. All right, pulses. if you want to have pulses, source of protein, is the government willing to give us some relief on this one?
Yes, so pulses are again exempt because this is an item of mass consumption, and this is where the expensive product are subsidizing the product of the masses. So good news on pulses as well.
Okay, good news on pulses. There we go. But one thing I can't live and start my morning without is tea. Now, where is tea here? Let's see. Tea is somewhere here. Yes. So what happens to tea? If I want to buy tea, what happens?
So we all live on tea, and this is getting at 5%, which is going to be cheaper than what we are paying today. So good news, as you get up, have a cup of tea, and that's good news.
Okay, if you're a coffee person, what happens in the morning? Is it you'll be getting up with paying more for each cup of coffee every morning if I want to have coffee?
Precisely. So this is getting at 28%, and this is a little expensive than all the other products that we've spoken so far.
Okay, I might as well buy coffee right now then. Makes more sense. Okay, and I must admit I'm not much of a cook, very lazy. So if I want to make cup of noodles. Now, cup of noodles, if I want to make, how much do I pay for this pack of noodles?
18% again. Yeah, 18% again, slightly expensive. And the money is going to go into the other product that we're going to kind of look forward
So it doesn't pay to be lazy. That's the takeaway from here. So what happens with cold drink then? Because it's literally under a sin tax category. Not only the GST tax, but there's also a cess that's been put on cold drinks.
Yes, so cold drinks are taxed at different rates by different state governments. All over India, it's going to be expensive.
Expensive. So clearly, not part of my GST, right? These two. I'm not buying them. It's going to take some time before the eventual smoothening, but one nation, one tax, definitely a major tax reform from the Modi government. Priyajit, let's get this cash. And thanks for watching, because this is the GST basket. I hope now you know what's expensive, what's cheaper post GST.
Well, looks like Devina has made her list of what to buy and what not to buy. And thankfully, I'm a tea person, so I think I'll be paying less after the GST. But moving on, talking more about GST, how will you pay the bill when GST is implemented, especially when you're doing an online payment via debit card or Paytm wallet? How is a GST going to impact you? Take a look at this report.
As India gets ready for the boldest tax reform, the habit of swiping your card for every purchase may become more expensive. With service tax going up from 15% to 18%, banking services are set to feel the tax heat. So, from using your debit card to credit cards, you have to pay more.
If I want to buy a phone and want to pay it, say, from my credit card, Priyajit, now that means that I'm paying more for each banking transaction.
Yes, so you would be paying more, and the banks have already started sending SMS to get you prepared to pay more in the GST.
So even when you want to withdraw cash from your ATM, the service tax has gone up for extra transactions beyond the 5-time limit for your ATM and 3 from other banks.
Aditya, if I have to pay for this cup of tea from my digital wallet, like a Paytm or a MobiKwik, is it going to be more cost effective?
Yeah, post GST it will be more cost effective, because right now if you pay anything by a debit card or a credit card, the bank charges you a small amount, a minimal amount of bank charges. So the tax rate is 15% right now, but post GST that rate is 18%.
Even your loan processing fees and online funds transfer will cost higher under the new tax Raj, with almost 2.5%. And if you want to get a new checkbook, well, pay more. So with digital wallets getting a push in GST, will consumers be willing to adapt the e-wallets for high-end purchases? Perhaps it's time for old habits to change now. With Devina Gupta, Bureau Report, India Today.
With government confident of July 1st GST implementation, there are some hurdles. Traders want more time for the compliance. Women activists are demanding less tax for the sanitary napkins. And there are many more such challenges. Here is a roundup of all the hurdles that GST could face after implementation.
A chakka jam in the capital. Traders out on the streets. A full swing protest from Delhi to Asansol, registering their protest for the new tax regime under the goods and service tax. In Mumbai's biggest cloth market at Kalba Devi, traders protesting against the tax rate hike and demanding more time for compliance with the new digital tax system.
We have come over here in Mumbai's Kalba Devi area to see that how traders are prepared for it, whether traders are really prepared for it and what kind of problems they are going to face and how they are looking at the GST. So we have come over here in the textile market. Basically, this is a textile trader. Kavira Fashion is the name of the this shop. Let's go across to the trader himself and ask him what exactly is he is thinking about the GST.
There is no awareness. We are not prepared at all. It was just suddenly when we can say that it was the bomb attack on us.
मैं टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री में उनको समझाना चाहता हूं कि ये गलतफहमी है. ये गलतफहमी है कि आप पे टैक्स पहले लागू नहीं था. आप पे टैक्स लागू था, लेकिन जो अंत में जो ग्राहक था, जो आपका एंड कस्टमर था, उसको नहीं पता चल रहा था कि वो टैक्स लागू है, क्योंकि वो हिडन टैक्स था.
In Chandigarh, chemist shops now playing wait-and-watch game before they buy fresh stocks. They first want clarity on impact of GST on essential medicine.
अभी फ्रेश स्टॉक अभी कुछ थोड़ा देख के परचेज कर रहे हैं ताकि उसके हिसाब से कैसे हमने सेल करनी है या उसके हिसाब से अगर बचता है तो उसके ऊपर क्या GST पे कितना करना हमने कितना नहीं करना. ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है कि नहीं है.
In Kolkata, traders out on the streets as the crucial e-way bill is delayed, where the businesses will need to generate an e-way bill to move goods worth over Rs 50,000 from one state to the other.
What is the GSTN going to do? Every time you send a good to another state, the whole input tax credit structure instantaneously by computers has to work out. And it only tests 200 cases per state. I had asked for a white paper in 10 days for preparedness. Where is that white paper?
Even women activists are seeing red over the proposed tax rate of the sanitary napkin, which will get more expensive in the GST regime.
Gold is taxed 3% and sanitary napkin is taxed 12%. So what is the logic? Because you have to see that all these women who are suffering from all kinds of illnesses because of the use of all kinds of different material that they use, cloth that they use.
So from compliance to the new system, to clarity and chorus for lower tax rate, there is a long way before one nation, one tax becomes the people's tax. Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. It's raining discounts on many products across India, but just only for today. So if you want to grab something very cheap, you just have to run to the shop immediately. Well, the retailers are offering massive discount on electronics, furniture and other retail products before the GST starts rolling out. This basically to clear off their old products, the white goods that they have. They want to clear it off. But let's tell you what is cheap and what is not in the next 24 hours.
It's an early Diwali for the common man before the GST rollout. As India's biggest tax reforms get set for a midnight rollout on 30th June, retail outlets have lined up lucrative discounts.
dining table place sofa set வாங்கணும் போறப்பனா ஒவ்வொரு பெரிய பெரிய கடைக்கெல்லாம் போய் கேட்டோம்னா எங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எங்களுக்கு லாபம் அடுத்த மாசத்தை பொறுத்து அது அடுத்த மாச லாபத்தை அது அவங்களோட இது கவர்மெண்டோட
It is seen that they have been calling for Chennaiites to be a little more smarter and buy now or pay more later. These kind of taglines are something that have been calling in a lot of people. In fact, most of these sales representatives that we have spoken to and owners that we have spoken to have told us that there's been an increase of close to 80% sale just because of the pre-GST sales.
Leading retail outlets are offering mammoth discounts up to 45% as pre-GST clearance sale.
We're looking at discounts which is unusual for the season, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely due to GST we have got good discounts. Like currently we are having many good offers on MacBooks and on phones. We are getting good discounts on that due to GST. There are discounts on that.
In Bihar, consumers are on a shopping spree because the TV that earlier cost them 49,000 rupees is now available at just 37,000 rupees.
We are seeing that there is a mad rush, especially at the electronic shops, and people are thronging to these shops to purchase televisions, washing machines, ovens and all refrigerators, and this is because there is massive discounts that are being provided by shopkeepers at this point of time.
अच्छा खासा डिस्काउंट चल रहा है इसलिए
क्या लेने आए हैं?
टीवी ही लेंगे।
ग्राहकों का जब नॉर्मल सीजन से जब डबल हुआ है सर।
फ्रिज की कीमत है वो पहले की कीमत से कितना बढ़ जाएगी जीएसटी?
कीमत सर अब जैसे अभी 15% के लगभग टैक्स आता है इसके ऊपर, वो जस्ट डबल 28% के लगभग होने का चांस है।
जो एसी है जिसकी कीमत इस समय 30 से 40 हज़ार के लगभग है, उसकी कीमत बढ़कर कितनी हो जाएगी जीएसटी लागू?
10 से 15% इंप्रूव हो जाएगा, इंक्रीज हो जाएगा।
Tax is right now at 14.5% and it's estimated that after GST is implemented it will be 28%, because of which the consumers do not want additional burden. They want to make the purchases beforehand so that they can avoid the additional financial implication.
In Bhopal, Ranjana Paul has come to buy a fridge to exploit the massive discount she's getting on consumer durables.
हमने सोचा जीएसटी के पहले ले लेते हैं, क्योंकि ये ऐसा सुनने में आया कि जीएसटी के बाद प्राइस बढ़ने वाले हैं।
But amidst last remaining hours of GST discount, there are many traders who've opened a front against the government, protesting the tax reforms, calling it anti-business. Some even shutting shops in Delhi, Surat and Asansol to register their protests. As the consumers lap up the last-minute mega discounts, it remains to be seen if the government can take the traders into confidence and allay their fears. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, the discount is only for today, but if you're thinking of buying a TV or a fancy car, take a look at this report on how GST will impact your big-ticket purchases.
Well, hi there. I'm listening to music, but will GST bring music to your ears after it's rolled out for all the electronic products you want to buy? Let's take you through it. With me is Priyajit here. Hi, Priyajit.
Hi.
He's an indirect tax partner with KPMG India, and you're busy looking at a laptop. Now, tell me frankly, are you thinking of buying one?
Yes, I'm thinking of buying one, and what I figured out is good news that the prices are not changing. In fact, it is from 17 to it is becoming 18, which is very marginal, nothing much to talk about.
An okay news for many. But what about phones? Now, these are all fancy phones. I don't think so I can afford any one of them in my salary. But if you want to buy a phone, where do you see the change? I mean, do we pay more for it?
So good news for the phone users, because government has realized the importance of mobile penetration and they put it at 12% rate, and currently it almost gets about 15 to 16% rate. So mobile phones are going to be cheaper.
We also have some customers out here. Let's see what they say. You're here to buy a television. So good time before GST. Are you deciding the purchase before the GST?
Yeah, correct. Because I think after GST, the prices are going to get soared up. As it is proposed that 28% will be levied on the luxurious items.
So what about washing machine, Priyajit? You need washing machines to literally wash your dirty laundry busy lives, and will washing machine will be getting more expensive or cheaper?
This gets into a basket of electronic goods, which is like more like one-time purchase, and this is where the government has put it at 28, just like TV.
Hot summer, you need a cool glass of water, a double-door fridge, and a frost-free fridge. Full takes all that the category. Priyajit, what about the fridge now? Pay more or pay less after GST?
Pay more, just like any other two products that we discussed.
Alright, so if I want to buy a phone and want to pay it, say, from my credit card, Priyajit, now that means that I'm paying more for each banking transaction.
Yes, so you would be paying more, and the banks have already started sending SMS to get you prepared to pay more in the GST.
So keeping up with our GST, decoding it for you. Now we're here at a car showroom. Let's see if this flashy drive will be expensive for you. come GST or not? Will you have to pay more for this amazing car? It looks like a mid-segment car. Right now I have my tax expert with me. Aditya Agarwal is joining us. Aditya, the car matches your shirt. So should we take it home? Will it be more expensive right now before GST, or will it be more expensive after GST?
So it will be less expensive post GST because of the rate structure that has been released by the GST Council.
But this is the mid-segment car. Now let's take a look at the SUV, because the cess has gone up on the SUV card in the GST. So in spite of the cess, is there a good news for SUVs?
For the same, there's a good news. So even if you are buying a SUV, it gets cheaper.
But in India, we also use bikes a lot. So two-wheelers, let's talk about two-wheelers. What happens to two-wheelers?
So two-wheelers will, so it's a bad news for the two-wheelers. The prices will go up post GST. So it's a little bad news for bike riders.
So bike, scooters, prices going up, but for cars, the good news. I'm all set for a ride. Thanks for joining in.
Well, moving on from GST, some news coming in from Kashmir Valley. Days after United States of America declared Saif Salahuddin as a global terrorist, there is going to be some action in the valley today. Hurriyat leaders have called for protests after Friday prayers to protest the US action of branding his chief Saif Salahuddin as a terrorist. Meanwhile, restrictions under Section 144 of CRPC will remain in force in 5 police stations across the valley. This move has been taken as a precautionary measure to avoid any untoward incident.